I just feel like as a woman, you don't never have to ask.
We equate our value to how many men want to sleep with us.
Once you hit 30, you better pipe down. After 35, you're worthless. This is what they try.
You need to get me a ring. I'm not doing your laundry. I'm not doing wife.
You don't want her because she's able to make it by herself.
I am not going to learn how to handle you because you don't know how to handle your damn self.
You know what I realized with us women? And I think that I was like this at one point in time too. We equate our value to how many men want to sleep with us, how many men are in our DMs, and how many proposals we got. Not marriages, proposals. But here's the thing. If all these guys want us and we want none of those guys, then we have no options. And I think that's like a hard pill for us to swallow. Like, we don't want to admit that, but we know deep down inside, like, we go to our message requests or our DMs or our text messages, and it's just full of guys that want to sleep with us or, you know, talk about our bodies. We realize, like, damn, we ain't got no options. Because really, you only consider the guys' options that you actually want. Am I right or am I right?
She's right. This is why women are delusional. Men are more realistic. Men value themselves based off the women that want them back. Women value themselves off the guys that you don't even want, and you use that to have an ego towards the guy that you like, and you end up scaring them off. Wake up, ladies.
Once you hit 30, you better pipe down. After 35, you're worthless. This is what they try to tell us. So at 39, if you getting that 22-year-old, good for you, sis. Good for you. Let them know we're still popping. Let them know.
I don't think that that's okay. I understand that there can be age differences, but when it's that egregious, that's a problem for me. Because why is it that nobody in your generation is somebody worth dating? You have to go backwards. You're either hiding something, you're trying to be manipulative. There's so many different layers to that type of a relationship that is not okay to me.
Every single thing that they put as a down part of women, Drea said, watch this.
But why she couldn't do it with a 40-year-old millionaire? You're Drea
She did
Michelle.
It with a 22-year-old.
You are bad as fuck. You've been bad for 20 fucking years. Niggas know who you are. Shit is weird. And if I had a son and he brought home a 40-year-old bitch, me and her, we have to scrap, and whoever wins can keep my son. At this point, like, we gonna have to fight it out because that's fucking crazy to me.
There's only one word: manipulation. That's the only reason why you have beautiful older women going for younger guys, because younger guys are naive. They can't read the room. A lot of these older guys can read the room when it comes to girls that are for the streets. And the smarter a man gets, the more wiser he is, the more he stays away from sleazy women.
I don't know where this attitude came from. Like, we were having such a good day. Like, what's up with you? Look, I told you from the jump that I need a man that can handle me, okay? And that's clearly not you, okay? Why? So, why? Why what?
Are
you a child? No, I'm not a child. Are you special needs? Like, is there a certain way I have to? No. What's wrong with you? Why do I need to know how to handle you? Like, why do I need to know how to handle a grown woman and her emotional outbursts? That shit is not a redeemable quality. That is a red flag. Well, I need a man that can handle me. Translation, I need a man who is willing to put up with my emotional irregularities that should have been checked in high school. Okay, I'm not him. Okay, I'm not a psychologist. I'm not a babysitter. I am your potential boyfriend. That is what I am. Okay, I don't need to know how to handle shit. If you need a minute, go to the other room. Go for a walk. Talk to your homegirls. Do something. But I am not going to learn how to handle you because you don't know how to handle your damn self, okay?
That man is speaking facts. Women want a man that they can scream at, yell at, and then the man act like she's not doing anything. Granted, I do tell guys to be that way. I do tell guys get away from a woman whenever she's running her mouth, and that's the way of handling it. But nowadays, women actually want a man that's going to sit there and argue and fight with them because they're used to doing it online.
There's not enough perfect women to go around. And even if there is, they don't want you. And in addition to that, some of us evil, lazy women, we want love and affection too. Like, everybody can't get a kind, caring, loving woman. Some of y'all are just gonna have to settle for us evil ladies.
Only a desperate man is gonna settle for the easy, lazy women. That's why when you go online and you start getting into them chat sites, those are the type of guys that you end up with in the first place.
I just feel like as a woman, you'll never have to ask or flip a coin because the head and the tail.
Sounds cute when little thought bots talk like this.
What's a green flag in a guy?
Financially independent.
And why do you want a financial independent?
You shouldn't be laying down with a man for 10 years like, oh, what are we doing? What does mean, what are we doing? I don't shack. So if you want in-house, you need to get me a ring. I'm not doing your laundry. I'm not doing wife as a girlfriend. And most men are getting wives from girlfriends, and girls are not even girlfriends. And so they don't feel no exist.
What exactly is wife? What does that consist of?
Sacrifice.
Okay.
Sacrifice.
Tell me more. Tell me more.
What is sacrifice?
Sacrifice of what? Because you mentioned laundry, so give me some other
Sacrifice of self. Like, this is what I want to do when I want to do it, how I want to do it. And when you are a girlfriend, you can do that. When you're a friend, you can do that.
Okay.
When you're a wife, you have an obligation. Period.
Okay.
That's just what I think. So when I'm your girlfriend, like, whatever plan you have, it's still your plan for you and your wife.
Yeah.
Whoever that may be. I'm thinking that could be me, but that could very well not be me.
Right.
You know, you shouldn't be laying down with a.
I'm glad she knows her position. She's right. As a girlfriend, girlfriend should not be doing wife stuff until after a certain period of time. Now, you have to start showing him that you could be a potential wife. When you really like a man, you're going to jump in and start doing things for him no matter what. If a man still has to put a ring on you and pay for you to do stuff, then you could be bought. That's why women like this stay single. It's because she hasn't been taught how to be a real wife. She has to be hired to do so.
There ain't nothing wrong for the guy being the sole provider of their family. Nothing wrong with it. The problem that I find weird is that the men that are providing are literally seeking, like, they want a woman that don't have shit going for themselves. Like, that's what they prefer. You'll come across a bomb ass chick that's in her bag, but you don't want her because she's able to make it by herself. Y'all don't find that weird?
It isn't that she can't survive by herself. It's the ego that comes with her surviving by herself. You have to realize only women say, I'm independent whenever they're doing things that a functional adult is supposed to do. Women who can provide for themselves push men away. Women who can't is more accepting to the things that men do. That's why men would rather take a broke woman and give her the world. Maybe you women with money should start hiding your money and you may get better results.
Most times that I've dated women with kids, I never met their kids, so I never had an experience. They had kids. I never had to meet them. There was never any interactions. There was never anything like that.
How made you feel? You didn't care?
I didn't give a fuck.
Yeah, that's facts.
I don't want kids, no way. So, But the one time I did lock in with a woman and develop a bond with her child, how she would at times weaponize the child against me was a big downside. And it made me never
want to meet you.
I don't want to meet anybody's kids. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I'm mad at you. You can't talk.
Like when she would do that, that shit would really that shit would hurt my feelings.
Of
course.
course.
You know what I'm saying? That shit would really bother me that you can't talk to him. Don't talk to my kid.
Because the kid's brain is too little to understand what's really going on.
Facts.
You know, at one point, I love this guy. I love my mom, of course. And then my mom said, don't talk to him.
Yeah.
And I don't know what to do.
I don't know what to do.
Yeah.
And at times, I can see the confusion in the child's face. And it's like, why are you doing that? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, me and you have an issue. Our issue, one, is not even that deep.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Your feelings just hurt, which is cool. I understand. It's not like I'm not still going to be here.
Facts.
Like, you know what I'm saying? And your kid doesn't understand that emotional
ups
switch
and downs.
yet.
Yes. And then when you continue to do that, the kid will start disrespecting because they thinking,
Yeah.
I mean, it's cool. You told me don't talk to that nigga.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now they confused.
Yeah.
She doesn't want you to have any power over the child because she feels like that time period where the father of the child wasn't there and the time she met you, the bond she created with the child is more important. That's why I tell dudes a lot. If you're in a relationship with a single mom, make sure you got your own life going on, bro.
a guy.
Because then they can sustain themselves and they can pay for you sometimes.
You would want him to take care of you sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, I can take care of myself, but a man that takes care of you is always good.
When it comes to paying the bills, would it be like 50-50 or more towards him?
First date, man should always pay. As the relationship progresses, then you can 50-50. Sometimes I'll take it, sometimes you'll take it, but don't have me paying for your McDonald's every time.
I agree with the part where she says man pays for the first date. After that, you could go 50-50. But I do not agree with her money is her money, his money is her money too. That's what women want to do. When they say, I want a man that makes a lot of money, they want a man that makes twice the amount of money as them, so they never have to spend it on him unless they're doing little things. You would notice when you get in a relationship, a woman will buy you a shirt hoping that when you buy her a gift, you get her a ring. This is exactly what women face when they say, I'm Miss Independent, and then they have to start paying for their own meals, paying for their own groceries, paying for their own gas. They start paying for everything, and they realize that it's extremely expensive, and then they raise their standards to what type of men that they're going to be with that they're never going to get. They need someone to pay for the lifestyle while they pay for themselves.
Disrespect you in front of your face? Men, you cannot keep sitting for that. Right when you start putting your foot down and be like, absolutely not. And they start to be like, oh, I'm sorry, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. You want dinner? You want this and that? No, oh no, I'm good. Do not take it. You watch and see what happens. You turn that car around. What you mean we ain't go? I don't care if you already bought the tickets. You can call somebody else and go with them. Call your friend, do whatever. Trust me, your self-respect is more important. I don't care. You paid that $50 to do the aquarium. Your self-respect is worth more than that. The entree didn't come yet. Pack it up and you take the bags. You was paying for it anyway. No, you don't get your half. No. Are you cash apping me half? The date, we didn't even have a whole date. You gotta stop it when it happens. You got that ticket early. Pack it up. Your self-respect is worth more than that. You will thank me later. The worst thing you can do is reward bad behavior. Somebody disrespects you and you still, because you didn't want to lose $50, $100. I'm telling you, and usually it's less than that. You're talking about 20. Someone disrespects you and you still they still get to go to the game. You cannot reward this. It totally cancels out you saying anything at all.
Whenever you're disrespected by a woman, the worst thing that you can do is allow her to apologize and then you forget about it and then reward her, which means that she disrespects you and you continue to spend money on her. You continue to entertain her. Now she feels like she can get away with anything. Whenever women start disrespecting and talking stupid to you, you have to check it at the beginning or walk away at the beginning. Why? Because the men that she scare away that are actually alpha males, that's what they're going to do. Only a beta male sits around and tries to shake a woman into position.
Kind of attractive.
I don't know about that.
When men say they want natural women, they're typically talking about hair on their head. They're not talking about in your armpits. This is nasty. If I was him, I'll just go ahead and get my mushroom tip licked, send her on her way.
Stop having sex with their husband. This is the biggest reason that women stop having sex with their husbands, and this is the biggest reason that women stop having sex with their husbands, and I know what's coming in the comment section and I don't care. Because I have to spit the truth. And yes, I do know what I'm talking about. I know, Stuart, you're going to comment and say, well, maybe it's this, this, and this, and you're going to get kind of mad about what I have to say, but here's the deal. I have a doctorate in social psychology. I've spent my entire adult life studying romantic relationships, the science of romantic relationships, both studying the science as well as publishing in the science. And so I am very well versed in this topic, not to mention that I've seen thousands of clients and heard from thousands of women about why they won't have sex with their husbands. So, you know, Joe, if you know better, for sure put it in the comments, but I think I have some credibility. And if this is a problem in your relationship, you might want to humble yourself and take a seat and hear what I have to say. The primary reason why women stop having sex with their husbands is because they don't feel emotionally safe. And the reason that they don't feel emotionally safe is because their attachment needs are not being met inside of their relationship. Attachment needs are our deepest needs inside of a romantic relationship. And if those things are not fulfilled, we will not feel emotionally safe. And especially for women, when there is a lack of emotional safety, they start feeling very unsafe giving their bodies to their partner, and they start to feel extremely unattracted to their partner. Like they simply can't get physically turned on by their partners anymore. So if you're not familiar with my content, you might be asking, how do I know what their attachment needs are? Well, there's a lot of information about attachment out there. You could dig through my videos and you could probably very easily figure out the attachment style of your partner. Attachment science has been around since 1958. It's been studied empirically in thousands of empirical studies. Go to PubMed, the studies are out there, okay? Or you can work with me and I'm happy to assess the attachment of your partner. And here's what you need to know. The different attachment styles have very, very different needs. So knowing the attachment style of your partner is really the keys to the kingdom and getting all your needs met inside of the relationship as well. So the anxious preoccupied, their biggest need is love, affection, and reassurance. So they
Listen here, you're in a relationship with somebody and the chemistry is over with, get out the relationship. People be in relationships trying to get things to work that's just not working. We're living in the year of the truth. So all of these dating sites and all these dating specialists telling you how to date, you got to ignore them and just go with what naturally works for you.
Just me, or you be talking to somebody or even dating somebody, right? And be so in love, like just love this motherfucker. See absolutely no wrong in them, just love them. Then one day you're just like, I don't like you no more. We could be having a good day. And I just be like, I don't like you no more. I don't like the person you are. I don't like the way you move. I don't like the way you think. I just don't like you. So I want to leave. Just like that. Like, I want to go. I don't want to talk anymore. Is that just me?
It's called boredom. See, in a relationship, when you learn so much about another person, you get bored with them. It's the same thing with friendships. I tell guys all the time, the fastest way to end a friendship is to hang out at your friend's house. Hang around your friends. And then you'll notice the arguments will stop and then events start. And then eventually you guys won't be friends anymore. In life, you're going to go through life understanding that people are going to come into your life in seasons. What they do while they're in the season of your life will determine if you become a better person or if you become a worse person. When it comes to relationships, I tell people all the time, everyone is trying to find love to feel the way that they see it in the movies. The moment you stop looking for movie love and you start paying attention to what makes you happy in life and the things that you want to do, you're going to notice it's going to be easier to get the type of woman that you want.